Welcome back to another update on my micro bootlegger kayak build. It's been about a week, 2 weeks since my last update. It had a little cold snap come through Texas this last weekend, so I didn't make it out to the shop to work on it very much. What I'm working on right now is working up this side of the boat towards the rear deck. If you look, the micro bootlegger, I think I talked about this before, has a really pronounced switch or change, whatever that's called, where it goes from the side to the rear deck. So what I'm working on is putting in any full length strips that I can that goes from the front of the boat all the way back to the back to make it past that spot on the left side of the boat. So back here at the rear of the boat, the stern, I have room for one more strip. You can see I've already made it past on all of these forms. I'm going to put one more strip in to go from here to about here. That'll get cut off. And then I'm going to do the same thing like I did on the keel of the boat. I'm going to come in with a pencil and I'm going to transfer that corner to the outside of each of these strips to, I think, about right here. I think that's where they disappear. Looks like I got one more. So this form right here. So I'll mark the outside edge on each of these. I'll use a straight edge to do a nice straight line following the line from the front to the back. And then what I'm going to actually do is at some point in there I'm going to lay a strip flat across the top of the forms this way. So as I cut, I'll cut like this and leave a little extra. So then I can come back and shave the bevel on the transom so that the strip will lay up flat. When I get to doing the transom, I'm going to start in the center with a piece of the mahogany, which is the same wood I'm going to use on the bow and the stern outer stems. So I'll do a piece of the mahogany straight down the middle, and then I'll start doing my cedar stripped, working my way out to what's here. And then the rear deck will come all the way to wherever that stem hit. I still have at least one more strip to run, probably two more strips to run from the front, from the bow, all the way back to that point also. Up here at the bow, I'm dealing with the strips going from vertical to horizontal. So I used an old heat gun I have from my RC airplane days of heat shrink covering. And I'm using that to pre-bend the strip with a bunch of heat so it lays mostly flat. What I'll end up doing up here is I'll probably run one more strip and then I'll run a center line and cut these down because I need to build up the strips on this side front to back so I can do the rear deck on this other side as well at the same time that I'm doing the other one. So that's next. One more strip from here to the back, a strip at the stern, and then start working on building up the other side so I can go work on the rear deck. and then I'll come back and finish stripping the front on both sides all the way back to where the cockpit starts. That's where we're at. Slowly taking shape. Yeah, I still got to deal with. It's going to be interesting when I go to try to put the two halves together. I think I'm going to end up cutting these strips here at the front, getting this to lay flatter, and then gluing it back. We'll see. Slow progress.